Welcome to Subramani. I hope you're subscribing to the channel. We are very close to 5,000. Hopefully we should hit 5,000 today, tomorrow types. So today I'm going to do a slightly different format, a Q&A kind of a format of questions which have been asked very many times and for which I don't have very sensible answers. Or I have sensible answers but which the people who are asking were not expecting to hear this. They were expecting to hear something very different. So the first question, where do you think the market is headed for the next 1 year? The stupidest question. I have no clue how to answer, and the best of the people have asked me this. Where do you think the market will be 1 year from now, or 1 quarter from now, or 1 month from now? Guys, get it clear. I don't know where it will be 1 hour from now, right? I know in 1 hour it can't fall 20% or 30%, so given a smaller range, it could fall by 2% or 3%, right? That kind of a fall can happen, or that kind of a rise can happen. None of us know what can happen. However, for some of us, it is lovely to come on television and make this statement so that people come and give us money. Largely, we are trying to say we will be able to predict the markets, and to me that is very amusing. Because I don't want to know whether you can predict the markets. I want to know whether you can navigate well in that market. So the market may do well, market may do badly. Can you navigate me through bad times? Can you make sure that my portfolio goes up more than what the index goes up by, and when the market falls, will you protect me on the downside? That is exactly what I'm asking a fund manager. I don't want to see his face on the telly saying, oh, I think this year banking will do well, this year technology will do well, or oil will do well. Because if you play back all these videos to them a year later, they would look absolutely foolish. And these are the same guys who can actually make good money for you over the next 15-20 years. You don't have to predict what the market will do. You have to plan for what the market will do. And market will do the same things over long periods of time. Good company, well run, good market share, good moat will do well. Your HUL will do well, your Berger Paints will do well, your Cholamandalam will do well, your Coromandel will do well. Or some of these companies will do well, some of these companies which are not well run will not do well. You can take a call that I will not invest in ITC because it spreads cancer. You can take a view that you will not invest in an alcohol company, but you might invest in a fertilizer company which kills a lot of insects, right? Or a pesticide company which kills insects. Now, if you are from a community which believes that insects should not be killed, then you should not be in a pesticide company. These are calls which you take from time to time. I used to be an investor in ITC. Now I don't invest in ITC. So nothing to do with what the market will do over the next 1 year. So the other attached question is, what will the market do today? I don't know what it will do today or either, right? So this was question number 1. Question number 2. After the market goes up, say 1700 points in 1 day or 1100 points in 1 day, Subra, why do you think the market went up? Again, my best answer, my truthful answer is I do not know. Because market goes up or market goes down for a plethora of reasons, right? Trump could have made a statement, Trump could win the election, Trump could lose the elections, Trump could be printing notes, US-China relationship could be a problem. Absolutely. The worst reasons why the market could go up is fake news. I mean, if you think there is fake news happening in the real world, come to the financial service industry. There is just too much of fake news. There's one fake news which is constantly being bombarded about one bank because some guy wants a mandate from that bank. I was pretty stunned when I saw who was the banker. I don't want to name the bank, I don't want to name the company, but this was told to me by the lawyer of the company which was planting these stories. He said, oh, don't believe all this, because I knew him. I called him. He said, oh, don't believe all this. This is just, they're trying something to get the mandate. Fake news perhaps is the worst thing that is happening to us in the financial service industry today. People without knowledge talking about it by mistake is different, but actually people with knowledge being asked to speak wrong things is even worse. It could be very, oh, I think I heard about a lawsuit against them. If there is a lawsuit in US and a class action suit, it can do a lot of damage to the bank. Now, this statement by a very learned person is not wrong. It is not false, but it is fake. How will you know what is fake news? So remember, be careful about those things. You don't have to worry what the market will do today, why the market went up 1700 points or why the market fell 1100 points. All these things put together, like the Trump statement, the fake news, the real news, the quarterly results, couple of big resignations, you put all this together, this masala is the reason why the market went up or went down. How would you know what is the reason? So I don't know. And my answer to this question is, why did the market go up 1700 or 1100? It makes fantastic, sexy headline, but what follows in the content is absolute zilch. None of us know what is happening, but some of us get paid to pretend that we know. Luckily for me, I don't get paid to pretend that I know, so I need not pretend. So I refuse to pretend. Thank you.